everyone, welcome to Healthy Kids Corner with me, Dr. Brooks. Thank you so much for joining me this week. I'm going to talk about something that a parent gave me the good idea about. So I really can't take credit for this. I really wish I could. So we were talking about sleep with their child, and many parents don't really know if they're sleeping through the night or if they're waking up, because a lot of children will actually wake up and just play quietly in their rooms at night. So she said, I have one of those fitness bands. I could put that on her and see how she's sleeping. And I thought, oh my gosh, that's a genius idea. So my husband wears one of these. So I went and talked to him, and he's like, you need to do your research about it because there's so many different bands. And he wasn't kidding. Like, wow. So this is his old Jawbone fitness band. It's like a little bracelet, and you put it on. So we'll get to that in a second. So let me tell you about what some of these fitness bands are capable of doing. First of all, they will track your activity level, how many steps you have, etc. a day for, fitness. Your sleep quality, which is awesome. I wasn't able to print up kind of a sleep chart, but I'll try to find one online and link it to you down below so you can see. But it will actually look at how many times you wake during the night and how much REM sleep you get and how much light sleep you get. So you can really see the quality of sleep that your child is getting. So if they seem to be tired or look tired in the morning, or quite frankly, you just don't know how they sleep, this would be a great, great thing to put on them at night. It'll also track, some of them, not all of them, will track the calories that you've burned, the distance that you've traveled. You can actually program lights, so it'll know like when you hit your goal for the day. Some of them will vibrate. The Jawbone, which is the reason why my husband likes this, is because it actually vibrates to wake you up at a proper time so that you're not waking up in REM sleep, which is actually really not good for you because you're actually more sleepy in those instances. So he likes it for that. It also does some of them do workout details, heart monitor, and weight management, because you can put in what you eat into like an app, and then you can track your caloric intake and how much you're eating and all that fun stuff. So the great thing is they all wirelessly sync automatically, and they work with iPads, Galaxies, iPhones, all that stuff. So no issue with compatibility. My husband is a Samsung user. I am an iPhone user. So we are kind of like the Mac PC commercial in our house. So everyone's happy if we have something we can both use on our technological things at home. Anyway, this has Bluetooth enabled wireless, and also you can just plug it into a USB port to charge into your computer. So it's really easy to kind of carry around. So these are some of the things that I looked up. What you'll want to make sure of, some that I realized, and luckily my husband warned me in advance, which is beware of the charging times. Some of these things don't last. You have to charge them every day. Which is a problem if you're going to put this on your child at night and expect them to wear it, 10 to 12 hours at a time. Maybe some of you want to track kind of their distance or how their heart rate is through the day. So you definitely want to find one that you don't have to charge very often. I know the Jawbone, you can charge it about every week. So it will go for, they say 7 days. My husband says that's true. So he wears his all the time. So not allowing you to sleep and get that tracking time, you'll want to make sure how often do you have to actually charge it. That's a really important feature, I think. So I will put down a link to this little chart that I printed actually, and this was ranking the bands, which I'm not even going to bother putting up to the camera, but this little chart here is what I'll link down below. And it basically links the bands 1 through 8 on what the brand is, how much they are, and of course their error rating. So let's start with what they rank number 1. They rank the body media number 1, which is what they're using on The Biggest Loser, I believe, of the TV show. The great thing is it's got a really soft elastic band for like sensory issues, like if they don't like this or this is, because this is pretty hard. This is the old Jawbone. But it's big. The thing about the body media is it's very big. The face is very big. But you can wear it on your upper arm, so if they just doesn't fit their wrist, which it most likely won't. I mean, I have childlike wrists, and I have tiny, tiny little wrists. So that's why I haven't gotten one to wear myself yet, but the new Jawbone came out. This is, again, the older one that you just, put on like this, and you can see like this dangles like a bracelet on me. It's not even tight enough to help. So the new one actually has a clasp, so you can make it really tight so it actually works better for little people like me. A lot of these you can also put on the ankle. A little person like me or a child, you can put these on the ankle. These, some of them, the older models are really cheap on Amazon or eBay, so you don't have to necessarily spend, like the Body Media is $119. So some people would think, oh, that's not too bad. And then some people are like, wow, that's a lot of money. So it just, that's subjective. So anyway, just know it's a little bit softer, but the face is really, really big. It's not sleek. Like this is very sleek. This is the old jawbone. This is very sleek. So you can check that out. And again, I will link it below. The second one that comes in is the Fitbit. The only thing I found about the Fitbit that I want to warn you about, other than just looking at it as an option, is that there were a lot of recalls because there was a lot of allergic reactions to it. So you won't want to buy an older Fitbit model. You'll want to buy the new model because they have fixed that problem. I don't even know what the problem was. I didn't take the time to look into what people were having an allergic reaction to. And let's be honest, we're really probably not going to know. So if you have a kid who has really sensitive skin or something, I would just stay away from the Fitbit. Why spend $100 or $100 on something and then they have a reaction to it? Third one is the jawbone. They have the new Up 24, which is the one that's adjustable band. That's $150. It lasts for 7 days. You can pick up the older model of the jawbone for $20. $20 online. Of course, they're used, but my husband was a little upset because he went to resell it and he said, these are worthless now. So, technology, what are you going to do? So, good thing, if you're just going to use it for sleep, you can pick up an old one. You can try it on their wrist or on their ankle and see if it works. The Up has a version called the Up Move that you can actually clip to like clothing, I think, or like shoes. So you might want to look into that. I'm not too sure how it will track sleep, but it is something to think about if you're like, there is no way my kid will wear that bracelet on their ankle or their foot. So you can look into the Up, I believe it's called the Up Move. This is just a really great way to track sleep and how they're doing and the quality of it, especially if they're tired and fatigued and lethargic. Or you just don't know. I had one of my best stories I can tell you about a child is I asked the family, do they sleep? Oh yeah, he sleeps great. He came in looking like that kid hadn't gotten a good night's sleep in all of his life. Just looked exhausted. So I said, do me a favor, because the dad said, well, I work the night shift, so I get home at like 2 or 3 in the morning. I said, do me a favor, every night you get home from work, see if he's up, see if he's resting, see if you can tell if he's been playing. Because kids a lot of times won't necessarily pick up their toys, right? So make sure the floor is clean at night, and so if he gets up to play, you're going to see remnants of playtime, right? So he started going in at night and realized that his son was up and playing quietly. And so both of them were flabbergasted and upset because they didn't know, and they felt guilty because they should have known that. They shouldn't feel guilty. Kids are smart. They're just going to play quietly and not let you know. So anyway, we ended up getting him on a different sleep routine and doing some supplementation to help him sleep at night. So it was amazing in 30 days what a good night's sleep will do for you and for your children. So that's about it. So check those out. I'll link it below so you can kind of click and see. If you'd like more information about webinars that we do for parents every month, or if you're a clinician and you'd like to kind of get in on a webinar with me, you can check both out at dramberbrooks.com. You can sign up there. We are also on Facebook at Whole Child Wellness. I do and am active on that page with applicable things for you to help you. Things that are going on in the media, things that are going on around town, and things that I think are important for parents to read. So always a great resource. Of course, we are on Twitter at wholechild4u. And you can learn more about my practice if you'd like at mychildwellness.com. We have lots of research there. And if you want to be a patient or are thinking about it, you can reach us through our website. So that's about it. If you liked the video, please give me a thumbs up and share it with your friends and family. I'll see you next week. Thanks. Bye.